What's up, guys? Got a TCGO doubleheader here where I face off against two of the more popular decks, and we'll go ahead and see how those work out. This guy is actually using a Reshifflosion deck, as is noted by the some of the cards that you'll see in his hand eventually. And the deck immediately after this is going to be a Rain Dance deck. Well, at least I think it was. You'll see why. But I go first, and that's kind of cool because I'm able to get my Gastly on the bench. I kind of want to set up the one on the bench. As much as I want to use Professor Oak, my hand is kind of shitty, I want to evolve it before I use it first. So I'm going to have to hold off on that for a little bit. He's got a Tornadus out. He's going to go ahead and use Interviewer's Questions as well. I think he actually ends up pulling the double... Yeah, he pulls the double colorless energy, which means he can hit me for 80 damage next turn. And that's why I hate Tornadus. It's a bag of dicks. But I surprisingly don't have that much trouble with it. I don't really think Tornadus is used that often in Reshifflosion deck. I mean, I see it sometimes, but it's not like a super popular thing. Now, I'm kind of thinking about what I want to do. I was thinking about undoing the last action just so I can evolve the Haunter out, and that way it'll be free to retreat and I can put my energy on something else. I do pull a Pokemon Collector, though, so I want to pull at least one Mime Jr. to go ahead and stall for a little bit of time. So I get my Mr. Mime, I get my Mime Jr., and then I think I got another Gastly just for the hell of it. I don't really want a Spiritomb right now until I get everything fully evolved. Plus, having the extra Gastly in my hand is going to be good for Pokemon communication. It's kind of irrelevant at this point, but I might as well just put it down on the bench just because, you know, stalling for time and whatnot. So I'm going to put down the Mr. Mime as well so I can get my Gengar working with it. I still need Slowkings for this deck, speaking of, but I put an energy on that just so that way I can retreat out to Mime Jr. and start building that one up instead. But I go for Sleepy Lost, don't end up pulling a Pokemon, and I pull a Heads on the Wake Up for the next turn. So he can kill me off next turn the instant he puts a DCE down. I'm like, God damn it, Mimes, what are you doing? This is not how this is supposed to work out. So, does 80 damage, takes his first prize. Still not really too concerned. Just going to go ahead and put down an energy on that Haunter. I'm planning on switching out to Gastly anyway, but I still want to have that thing relatively safe. I do pull a Revive and another Mime Jr., so I can still continually keep stalling with Mime Jr., but I also get my Lost World as well, one of them, so I'm just going to revive that Mime Jr. on the bench, retreat out to one of them, and then, you know, just keep stalling from there. Hopefully I can pull some Pokemon off the top. As you can see, I do pull a Vulpix, so that's 1 out of 6 in order to win with Lost World. But I pull a Heads again on the Wake Up. Like, what the fuck? That's not even fair. So, he hits me with 80. I know, I realize it's 50-50 odds, but just, you know, the Heads, man, the Heads, I hate it. So, I go to Mime Jr. again. I do see that I have a Pokemon Collector in my hand, so I can just go ahead and use that, get Pokemon, even though I don't really need them at this point. It's just for Pokemon communication in order to get a Gengar by probably, I think I end up P-Comming my Mew. So I P-Com the Mew. I'm going to go ahead and get a Gengar going. And since Gengar does have the resistance to normal, I can take a couple hits from Tornadus as well as snipe out some things in his hand. And now I do have a Spiritomb, so once I see what's in his hand, I see that there's 3 Quilavas, which is right off the bat what tells me he's running it. Eevee is not standard in Reshifflosion by any means at all, you know, Flareon, but if he wants to add more basic Pokemon as a filler, he can. Either way, I'm going to retreat Mime Jr. because I can start picking off those Quilavas. I'm glad he has them in his hand because now, in order to get from Cyndaquil to Typhlosion, he will have to rare Candy up if he does have any. And if he doesn't, then he's fucked. So, he realizes what I'm doing, puts a Tornadus down on the bench, or he could have just done that in general. You know, it really doesn't matter too much. But, now that I see that he has a shit hand, I'm going to go ahead and put another energy on Gastly just in case I'm not able to get a good one. But I think what I end up doing is I put down Spiritomb anyway, and then I can just catch her on the next turn. But I'm still really not too threatened by Gengar. But I'm going to go for the Trick Reveal, see if he has any pokes in his hand. He has 4, okay? I heard the instant I hurl into Darkness on this turn, I'll have 7 in the fucking Lost Zone. And that means I've won at this point, you know, like 4 minutes into the video, I've already won, you know. I took out 2 of his Reshiram's as well. I'm not sure if he just got a shit draw, but that just goes to show you, you know, that this deck can stack up to some of the more popular ones as well. Although that might be his fault for, you know, running Eevee in it, but he puts down the Cyndaquil in vain, is still kind of doing plays. I've seen some people that actually know what Lost World does just concede at this point because they know I'll win anyway. And he's got a decent amount of wins, so that's not to say he's a greenhorn at all. But Hurricane's only going to do 60, so he's not even going to be able to take another prize. I kind of show off to everybody that there are indeed 7 in the Lost Zone. So I just play it for the win. So that was the end of this first game I took this morning. I have another one immediately after. The guy looks like a little bit of a nub, but the deck structure is way too familiar with the Rain Dance deck for me to even be comfortable with it, so I just kind of uploaded, just showing you that I'm still using the same deck as well. So, speed it up a little bit. I figure I might as well just talk about my morning for a little bit. I ordered a coffee mug that has a gun for the handle, so it's like a gun mug. It's freaking cool. I don't know. I've been drinking out of that this morning. It's my narrating slash Pokemon playing mug. I really like it. So I pulled Clef on the first turn, which is really nice. It's definitely what I wanted since I got, you know, a kind of shitty hand. But I'm going to go for Cheerleader's Cheer, I think that's what it's called. But I do that just so, you know, they can draw Pokemon so Gengar can snipe them out on the off chance. Because once Gengar's going, then they'll probably think twice about whether or not they're going to want to draw, according to someone in the comment section. It was a good recommendation, so that, and if you have Mime Juniors and Gengars out, you know, that'll help you out quite a bit. So I still need to get Slowkings in this deck so it has the maximum efficiency. But I'm still doing pretty good. I mean, he is going to do 20 damage to me, but I do pull a Seeker, so what I can do is I can just put down Lost World. I'm actually going to go ahead and retreat out to Mime Jr., use a Seeker to pull it up, get those damage counters off of it, because I am going to need to start shuffling my hand around. It's not very good at the moment. I attack with Sleepy Lost just so I can, you know, just try to get some cards in there. I'm not pulling any Pokemon. I do have Lost World out. I'm not really too worried about it, but Ursaring, he now has an Ursaring on like the second or third turn. I'm a little scared of this thing, especially since he has enough energy to start doing some serious damage. I'm going to need to evolve my my Ghastly or something like that. Again, I am in the middle of that, no big deal. I do wake up this turn, so I'm able to Sleepy Lost again, but the thing is I want to retreat out to Cleffa rather than Sleepy Lost again, so I don't like this hand. As much as I like having a Gengar in my hand, it's not really going to benefit me right now. So I get a Ghastly. I'm probably going to put that down and then use Professor Oak, see if I can get a Haunter, Eek to pull a Gengar. That is my battle plan right now. Puts another energy down. He keeps attacking for some reason, even though it doesn't do anything, so it's like, whatever. Put an energy down on Ghastly, like I said. P-Oak. Shuffle out, draw 6. Get another P-Oak so I can just Eek it up, but the thing is I'm just going to go ahead and put down Mr. Mime. P-Com out Gengar, and then I think I only have one Haunter, so that means the other two are prizes, which is a little scary, but at least I got one of them. I'm gonna need to be a little bit more careful with it. Now, looking at his bench, he has Horsey and Totodile, which Totodile, you know, being evolved into Feraligatr gets Rain Dance. Kingdra is damn useful as well. I think it can attack for a decent amount of damage, and it has a Poke Power where you just put damage counters on anything you want. So I'm going to go for P-Oak, see if I can get a better hand. It doesn't really benefit me to go for Seeker right now. Awesome thing is I get another P-Com, so I can just P-Com out this Ghastly, go ahead and get a Gengar going. And I am set up to the point where I can resist his hits and start sniping out things from his hand. And I can also... Actually, I don't think I can shuffle out my hand just yet, but if he knocks out one of my Pokemon, then... Actually, I retreat here. Because if he knocks out Mime, then I can use Twins to pull a Spiritomb and I think a Catcher, something like that, just to get some Pokemon going back in his hand. I think that might have been my mindset there. But he goes for Bill, which is a little odd, so maybe he's not running a full Rain Dance deck like I think he is, and maybe he's just running a starter deck. But either way, it just reminded me a lot of it. So I put another energy on Gengar as I evolve it, and I think... I just go for Catcher right now, and I'm going to go for Seeker just to get something going back in his hand. I Catcher the thing that has the least cards on it, so he'll have to pick between whether he wants his Ursaring back to his hand or a Seadra. Since his Seadra has less energy on it, he's more than likely going to end up putting that back. So just going to put Mime Jr. back down again, and my turn. And I do wake up, which I kind of wanted to happen, because now he can just put an energy on Totodile, retreat it, kill it off. It's okay because I have one more, and Twins only works if you have drawn less prizes than your opponent in the first place. So this will let me get a Spiritomb and just get some good things going as well. Send out my Mime Jr., and since I pull a Seeker here, I don't need to Twins up a Seeker either. I can just do a Spiritomb, and I think I go for a Catcher as well. So I can Catcher at the Totodile and then put the Ursaring in his hand. And I think that's what I do. I kind of look at his hand right now to see what I have going on. There are 5 Pokemon in his hand. I'm actually just going to, you know, go for the aggressive play right now. Just go right out to Gengar and take out 3 of those. So my original plan, I don't need to go to it just yet. But I'm going to take out the Feraligatr, the Seadra, and the Horsey. Looking at it, it's not a Rain Dance Feraligatr, but that's not to say he doesn't have one in his deck. So it might be a starter deck. I don't know. I'm still a little confused. But he hits me for 60 thanks to the resistance. So now I can kind of do that thing I wanted to do just to get a Pokemon for sure going in his hand. I think I use Spiritomb right now because he doesn't have too many Pokemon in his hand. I might as well just chance it. I'm going to use Actually, you know what? I use Seeker. No, what do? I use Catcher first to Catcher at the thing with the least amount of cards on it, as always, which is his Totodile, and you'll also need to put another one on it to retreat it. Gonna put Spiritomb back in my hand. Seeker will also put something back in his hand. And I'm gonna go ahead and look at his hand. He has 4 Pokemon in his hand. That means I've already won at this point, guys. So just gonna attack, hurl some things. I want to hurl Croconaw, Wartortle, and that, so that way he can't evolve anything. And he's kind of stuck. So the thing is if you can't get your Pokemon out in play before I do, you know, like if you're stuck with evolutions and stuff in your hand, then you're pretty much done against this deck. So puts down a Squirtle and Vayne, even though I already have enough in the Lost Zone. He retreats it just, you know, to try to do some more damage with Ursaring, even though I can definitely take another hit. So he does 30 at this point, and I'm just going to click Lost World for the win. So that's going to do it for both of these videos. Hopefully it shows you, you know, that I have a better handle on this deck somewhat. So if you enjoyed it, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. I'll probably bring you guys some more TCGO on Monday, just, you know, a video for today, probably Penumbra later tonight as well. So with that in mind, I will see you guys later.